Greetings, Soulswind here, and welcome to Let's Play Infinifactory. We're on Resistance Campaign, Atropos Station, puzzle name, Lifebuoy. We have to submit this one, and we're given this chunk, and then also one of these here. So this is my solution one, and of course we have elaborate time delays over here. And yeah, we need to paint them, so it's like, let's see, red, white, red, and white, like that. So, luckily, this has got no orientation, so every orientation is fine, thankfully. So anyways, let's look at the solution that I built. So, once it goes out here, it gets cut, like that, and then sends across, and then there's some hopping involved over here. Like that. Yeah. Kinda cool and fun, isn't it? See? It's pretty cool, isn't it? Like bobbing on the ocean. A life buoy. Yeah? So no rotations or anything, just simply like paint it like that and then submit. So the blocks is like 155, the footprint is like 387, and cycle score okay, I guess. So we've got a lot all coming in like this. Isn't it funny observing them like that, you know, like they're just like jumping around and hopping around like this. So yeah, in fact this is quite compact, I would say. I mean, in terms of, okay, maybe not compact, but like not really complicated, and it's pretty optimized in terms of the conveyor belts and whatnot. And yeah, the cycle score is okay. The footprint score is still not good because we're moving an entire life buoy around, and that will contribute to a lot of footprint in this place. And block score is also not very good. Despite that, actually I would say, like, you know, with such a huge life buoy saving blocks, I'm still surprised that this is actually like 155. Yeah, I'll meet you back here in solution 2, which is a totally different way of implementing the solution for this puzzle. 4 things. First, hanger 12, so a new hanger. Secondly, it's space buoy, not life buoy. Thirdly, the input rate is 14 as opposed to 7 from before. And lastly, having a block score of 158 instead of 155. So this is actually a deterioration as compared to my solution 1. But we'll see if this sacrifice of 3 blocks can save us more footprint and cycle score. So now, you see that the input rate has doubled from 7 to 14. However, will that give us a lot of like improvements in cycle score? Not really. Why? Because previously we were moving an entire life buoy, so it's 1. 1 is the submission. Now, we're taking 3 chunks as 1 life buoy. Because what it is here is that it's actually 3 panels sandwiched like that. Basically 1 in the middle and then 2 on the sides. And here we have 1 counting to 9, which will then move it across for cutting over there. So it gets cut like that, okay? And the laser switches off just in time. Now, take a look. This one triggers this cutting. Okay, it cuts these 2 also while cutting these. So what happens is that when these two are here, it just doesn't cut anything. So that's still fine because the timing for this one is gonna be the same. So this one is gonna be saved. The next two will just not be cut, as you can see from here. Just goes along, okay, without cutting these. So these two come here for a rightful cut. That also cuts the next two set again. So that's okay. Now, coming back here, this is basically counting to 9, which is like the third block, pushes over and then triggers this thing to cut this like that. And when it's done, it gets moved along to that side. Now, this one over here, this is rotated and falls down. This one counts to 4. Basically, it means that this is the second panel, okay? And then it gets pushed and drops down here. Why? Now, we're trying to be more efficient to save cycle score. Instead of like painting side by side, we split them up and then we're painting two sides like that. So simultaneously, we're painting this side and we're also painting this side. So now that we need to exchange them, right? So basically, this one has to go that side, this one has to come over here. And you see these, they're being moved like that. Also, one more thing is that, okay, let me just restart everything, okay? Yeah. So you see now, instead of like painting one time, drop down, and then paint again, drop down, and then paint again, and drop down. Instead, now it's like a wave shape. So it's like up, paint this one, drops down, paints this one, and then up again, paints this one. So now it's like a wave shape. So it is more efficient, like that. You see? And it's like simultaneously painting two different sides at the same time. Now, what's even better is that when you move this across here, it paints this side, and then when it drops down here, it paints that side. So instead of like, you know, having the entire light buoy like do the bobbing motion up and down like 12 times, we now have this efficient mechanism over here that will help us paint like that. Now, how did I implement the middle sandwich piece over here? Like basically the meat of the burger or whatever. Okay. This one gets sent over here. Okay, gets rotated. And then it drops down. Why? Because we have to remember that even though it's in the middle, it has to paint the red ones over here. So it gets to paint these red ones. So this is like being used on all four sides. Like, okay, here it goes up. And then when it's here, it's at maximum height. So it triggers this to send this lifter forward to raise it even higher. Okay, goes above all these mechanisms. And when it's here, it triggers this thing to say, hey, I want to send one of these to the middle piece and get welded. So what happens is that this here, okay, counts for 3. Every third one will not be destroyed. So 1, 2, and third one will get sent across. Why? We are using 3 chunks for 1 space buoy. So the third piece is like, you know, being cut like that, the middle piece, and therefore the third piece will send 1 across. However, with all these processes over here, we need to have some artificial holding. So it's holding here, but the next one is not in time to push this forward. So instead, when this is here, it says, hey, move this in, give it some time to travel over here, just in time for this to come by here, weld, falls down, and then goes here. Now, this one over here, let's see the sequence again. So we restart everything all over again. This one gets painted first, so this side gets to come in first over here, and therefore in sequence this will come in first on this side. So therefore when it moves in like this, it gets waiting over there because there is a purpose. The next one, the rear part of it, comes in to push this around and move forward here and waits. This middle segment drops down here, rotates and slides in place just in time for the next one that pushes this along. Look. Okay, anyway, let's see again. Okay, the next one for the next space buoy comes in here and pushes that along. So this goes there, and this goes in there, gets welded, and there is some sort of like momentum for it to move further. So that's what happens, and then this goes in there for submission. Yeah. this is what will save us a lot of footprint and probably cycle score as well. And I'm just gonna show you. So I'm just gonna show you my solution right here. Now this is way better than the first one, although we are sacrificing 3 blocks. Okay, that is pretty loud, so let's come over here instead. I do like this part though. This is one of my favorite part. Like this one over here. Just nice, slides in place and then falls down here. And then also this area. This area is so nice to watch over here. Like this segment. Yeah, and also this one is pretty cool too. So that's it. Already submitted. Look, we have got way better cycle score now. By about 54, I think. Yeah, 54. Oh no, 59. What 54? 59. Okay, so now we're above average. Safely above average. Footprint score from below to above average. Definitely we need to have this. And we sacrifice block score, so we still stay below average, unfortunately. But I think this is a good result. We sacrificed 3 block scores, and we gained a lot of footprint and cycle score. And that's really good. Let's see, footprint is about 143. 143. So yeah, that's my solution right here. Let me know if I can tweak this further to get slightly better block score. Maybe I accidentally added some blocks somewhere that shouldn't be. And this thing is necessary. It has to fall down there because it has the paint on the side. That's it for this solution. Let me know what you think about this, and I'll see you back here next episode. That's all I have for now. Have a nice day.